Hello everyone, welcome to another mall expedition with CM Kosemen. Today we are exploring the Turkish capital of Ankara, a particular district of Ankara around the Tunalı Hilmi Avenue. This used to be a very luxurious and opulent part of town, but has since fallen into some sort of disuse. The wealthy people have moved away, and the once great opulent shopping arcades in this territory have now become strange places. So today we're going to explore 8 such arcades, and now we're starting our journey with the Odeka arcade. Now, right off the bat, we are confronted with this empty cage. What used to live there? I don't know. And here, every step advertises a cell phone repair center. And now, we are in the mystical house of angels' flip-flops or slippers. And you see, each flip-flop a new face. I don't have my expedition flip-flops on this journey, but still, off we go. Here's the Turkish flag in all its glory. Now, in all of these expeditions, notice that these arcades used to be far more luxurious places, but since the passing of time, they have become eccentric places, and this is what makes them so beautiful, in my opinion. Here, the Odeka arcade managers have their plant game on. You'll see a lot of office plants in these arcades. And here, a locked office. And this was a real estate company, and some empty offices, boxes. Now, the building itself is very fresh, as you can see, with big windows, large, tall ceilings. Here's a fake bag and a 2003 vintage illustration of a woman. If you want to dress like a stripper, this is the place to come. And if you want to play a game of backgammon, this is also the place to come. And here we exit the Odeka arcade through the L-shaped intersection into some more stripper-looking clothes and the shop that sells them, and onwards to the Gümüşsoy arcade, the silver Lineage arcade with its very eccentric door. And here we go. This is a different world, as if you were, and it has only clothes boutiques in it, as far as I could tell. And here you say, where women rule the world, like when dinosaurs ruled the world in Jurassic Park. And this place was all about clothes and clothes only. I could feel the naphthalene and dust with my tongue, and it's still a very active and lively place. But if you look at this amazing 1990s mirror display, it used to be a more elegant place. It had more than just cheap discount boutiques in it, but now it has only cheap discount boutiques. And as one would expect, the old biddies and the younger women are having a carnage down there because the prices are really low. 10 lira is like $3, even less. And it buys you all these dresses and these sweaters, I guess. Cool mirror, once again, left over from the previous age. So take your pick. You know, I'm not much of a clothes person. I have one hoodie, 2 hoodies, and a few t-shirts, and wow, look at this face. If it could kill, if looks could kill. Well, as I said, I'm not much of a clothes person, so this doesn't mean a lot to me. But it was still interesting to watch. This guy was... who? It's Carmen Sandiego. Anyway, this guy was scratching his girlfriend to comfort her. It was a cute thing to see. And just pants, shirts. Look at the tall ceilings, and look at this bizarre picture of a woman sleeping. Why are you sleeping, lady? Is it because the clothes are boring you out of consciousness? Well, I guess so. Look down once more. These mirror arrangements were amazing, and they look like the monuments of a gentle, bygone civilization. There's me, and there's some bras and a mannequin dressed up like a Middle Eastern seductress. But anyways, up we go. More like gowns, I guess. And another amazing mirror display. Look at it. So there's of course a tailor. And as we explore more malls, we'll see more tailors. And here are some Anatolian kimono type clothes. The level of sexiness that oozes from these shops is sometimes palpable. And here, down a elegant polygonal ventilation shaft, we see more mannequins and clothes. In fact, down there was where someone used to sleep. It was a bed. But anyways, enough. Now is the time for the Aynalı arcade. This brutalist masterpiece of a shopping arcade. Here you see the title, Aynalı Arcade, the Mirrors Arcade. It's a hallway of mirrors. And it's still quite active. Many people use it. There are many shops in it, at least on the first floor. Here on the right there's a pet shop. I would have loved to go in. Here's a stamp philatelist, a shop that sells stamps. And here more subconscious manifestations of the city's desire for sex. But anyways, I couldn't get a decent shot of the pet shop because sometimes these people sell illegal pets and they don't want to be filmed. And here the beautiful rhomboidal or the octagonal light shafts that really used to give this place an elegant atmosphere and lots of light. But now, as you can see, this shop is empty. This shop, I think, is a tailor. Here another tailor or a boutique gets its plant game on, and I really love these plants. I want to take some away as cuttings, and here's me. I want to take some of these plants away as cuttings. And this is a shop that sells string, yarn and other clothing accessories. The usual phone repair store. And here is a nostalgic store. Look at the window and the memories almost come alive. Cheap porcelain dolls, cheap urns of porcelain, a can-can dancer. This is like grandma's dusty, tear-inducing memories shop. And you'll see more like it. Here are some more stores. There's another tailor's, there's another philatelist, another empty store. But enough of these places. I mean, these are not as eccentric as I want it to be. Here's some luggage shops. You go down and here comes the simit salesman. Simit is a kind of Turkish donut. And he says,
Selamlar.
"Don't film me, mate." I said, "Respect, sir. You be on your merry way and I be on my merry way down these shafts, past these cheap clothes shops." That there was a store selling old ephemera, and this here Selika is a sexy store once again. It's like diving into the subconscious of the city. Well, this subconscious has a lot of room for luggage, I guess. And this is amazing. Look at it. Cute Witch, House of Fortunes, Gizem, the medium. Fortunes told. Well, the fortunes didn't go well for this store, I guess, because it's empty with its perfect vaporwave pink and white wallpaper. Every arcade hosts at least one fortune teller. And here's an old leather shop. This guy is really cool. He probably owns the store. That's why he can go on with the business. But what do we have here? Okay, this really looks like the aesthetic shown in the 1987 movie Blade Runner. A lot of my viewers might be familiar with Blade Runner, but if you aren't, it's all about this dystopian cyberpunk future where animals and humans are manufactured artificially and you'll never know. Look at this. Cages from the pet shop. Who knows which hamsters used to live there? But alas, no more. Their fate is one with Ozymandias and this shop for rent. Full of wallpaper showing forests and horses running free on a beach. Do you dream of horses? That was another Blade Runner reference. And here's the old man's shop. Really cool guy. He's still in business. He's an honest customer. This guy gave me a bad eye. But here's something really bizarre. An empty aquarium. There were no animals in it as far as I could see. And through it, you could see the 70-something leather shop go about on his daily business. Really bizarre. Just drink it in. Says, please don't throw in food. I was really tempted. Maybe there's an invisible monster there, but I couldn't see it. The usual PlayStation store. And here's a store that sells dart supplies. A dart. If you dart hard enough, you could be just like this bald A dart guy. Interesting. It's actually really cool. And here's a store with this old gentleman doing glassworks, terrariums, I guess. So a really cool thing about these abandoned arcades is that the prices for rent are really low. So really niche shops can still survive here. I didn't want to film inside the toilet. There's me and there's the bluish ghostly light of the toilet, complete with these bizarre kitsch wallpapers. And off we go. That was the Hall of Mirrors. That was the Aynalı arcade for us. Blade Runner-esque memories of a future that never quite came true. It's really sad. You see from the opulence of the architecture, you see the optimism with which these arcades were built, and now contrast them with their current state, and it's all a bit melancholic, to say the least. But look at the sky. It's really like futuristic. But now we are in the present. And this little girl was dressed as a fairy for some reason. But anyways, on to the Çelikler, the steel arcade, with this beautiful rhomboidal floor design. This is another quite well-to-do arcade. There's still a lot of shops in there. We wish you a pleasant shopping, says the LED sign. And the golden mannequins stare with eyeless glances. And down we go. To the first though, we look up. It has a beautiful skylight, allowing the plant game to be pretty strong up here. And down we go. There are a lot of antique shops in this store, in this story. And once again, yarn shops, antique shops, sexy clothes shops, empty shop, fashion boutique, and many others whose purposes I could not discern or fathom. This lady in purple is my friend actually. She was always tailing me and making sure that people didn't ask funny questions, because I really attracted a lot of attention with my camera, just walking. Look at this. A gay looking mannequin with a Seljuk chainmail armor? I don't know. Some old LPs you probably don't need. You can hear the sound of Anatolia. But anyways, let's go down to the uninhabited levels, and here a bizarre, weird world awaits us just past this fractal mirror. There's me again, going down. Look at it. Just drink it in. Some easels and for some reason some cold blue street lights and a lot of empty shops and a lot of dead mannequins, and there's a no smoking sign. Maybe you will start smoking just out of depression in this place, but who's gonna call the cops on you? Look at it. Everywhere is empty. All the stores are vacant. You could hear a pin drop. A lot of shoe boxes from the stores up there. And here's a dining area. Tech style. Did you get the pun? Did you get it? Tech style. Textiles. It's a name with a pun. Okay, so look at the reflection. There's a gaunt man, a hunchbacked man following me. And he was following me for quite a while. And I was acting like business as usual. Just a normal guy walking around with a camera, filming the dystopic vistas. But at one point he catches up with me. And here's a photography course somewhere. And these easels were for them, I guess. So up I go. But he caught up with me and I had to spend like 2 minutes explaining him how I was an innocent student filmmaker, which is not that far from the truth actually. So up I went to the antiques floor again, and look at the mirrors and the beautiful polygonal architecture. These late 80s, early 90s Turkish architects could really work wonders with just concrete and corners. And now we go up. Here's a beautiful variegated yucca plant with the yellowish edges on its leaves. And here's another astrologer. Which one was the bullshit version? Astronomers or the astrologers? I think astrologers were the bullshit version. But here's some amazing plants. Just imagine how nice this place would be if it was a bit more clean. Or maybe that's even better, because if this place was clean, it would be full of overpriced coffee shops and just crap, and the weirdness would be priced out. But now look at it. Plants and 90s architecture and just pure, beautiful, functional chaos, wall to wall, filtering in from the sky. I love this kind of stuff. And this is a record store selling hippie records, and this guy was repairing shoes, and this guy, the babby, was the main man, just making sure everything was going according to plan. These guys were chilling. Many guys were chilling because business wasn't quite brisk, if you know what I mean. But that was okay because these guys probably owned the stores outright or could afford the rent and had an easier life working. But oh my god, look at this. This is the astrologer and the beautiful, almost racist statue that dispenses the card. Do you want your tarot checked? Do you want your Ebjet? Do you want your Quranic gematria and stars read? Well, customer, you come to the right place. The lady seen here will have all your fortunes sorted in no time. And just look at the beautiful mirror reflecting the present in flawed perfection. And on we go, onto the Seymenler arcade. The ground sign reads tattoo. But do you want to have needles inserted to your body at the Seymenler shopping arcade? I would say think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. 'Cause this place is, now judging from this chaos alone, we know we are in for a treat. There's a picture of Atatürk, Turkey's founding father, some key shops, an advertising company. Look at it, Salamander shoes. Another old tailor, still in business, I guess this tells us something. People really repair their clothes instead of buying new ones down here. Another tailor actually, and here a shop for memories, and its name really is Memories. Drink it in. Whose memories are these, porcelain dog? Are they yours? Or are they somebody else's? For whom does the fake porcelain clock toll? For the duck or the cat? Well, I guess it's for this tailor shop and Salmander, a beautiful name. And look at it. Come on to Salmander, says the red shoe with the hammer in his hand. And if he's anatomically accurate, I don't wanna know where those green rays of light were coming out of. But on we go. If this makes you feel dirty, you can be blessed again by praying right here at the prayer masjid. This is a prayer hall where religious Muslim shopkeepers go to pray, and these are some headless mannequins. So it's part of commercial life. Old guys working at the tailor.
Afiyet olsun. Çok kolay gelsin. Ben hatıra diye çocukken çok geliyordum.
So here I'm explaining someone that I'm just coming here for memories and I'm not a journalist. And here's Salmander, come to Salmander again. And maybe you can see where the green rays of light are coming from. There is a shop for glasses, a jeweler's, an agent for airplane tickets, and a sign advertising shop. So these guys can make any shop that you wish. Oh my god. This old lady was dusting off that blanket from that beautiful modernist balcony. And look at it. I always find something pornographic about these ads. There's nothing explicit in them, but just the portraits of the woman look a bit kinky. But oh my god, who broke this egg? Could it be?
Kolay gelsin. Kuşları çekebilir miyim?
Oh my god, so I am asking this old guy here off camera, could I film the birds? Because one wing of the staircase, all of it, is taken by this pigeon colony. Look at it. And they're all perfectly taken care of. Whoop, here goes one. This guy was raising pigeons in the disused fire exit or the disused stairway, I don't know. But they were very beautiful and very happy. Look at this guy go, he's strutting his strutting his turf. Sorry about that. You go bird, show them all what you're made out of, bird. Are you a good bird? Look at it. The day goes on by as if there's nothing out of the ordinary. Yet here, for the birds, life is going by. Look at the parents. And look at these goddamn squabs. Squab! I want to put them on a stick and eat them. They're so cute. This is really heartwarming. Nesting by a thermos, and they're all very well taken care of. A note for the unwary, Turkish people love animals, especially birds and cats. And pigeons are a specialty. Look at it. I mean, these are like some fancy breeding pigeons. They're not your everyday feathered rats. And here we are with the De Valentini, porny looking eyeglass model again. And I think this place did not disappoint. Out we go of the bird arcade. Look at it. Salmander. Will you be able to forget that anytime soon, dear viewers? Let's dive into the blue flowers. Into the Tunalı arcade. Here we go. So this place is really unique because it used to house one of the only places that sold foreign CDs back in the early 2000s. I mean, forget all these boring clothes shops. my friends and I would come down here, and down there would be a store selling CDs. And the guy who ran the store was a personality, I forgot his name, but we would say, "Hey man, have the newest Limp Bizkit CDs arrived yet, man?" And he said, "No, but I can do you this sweet new Marilyn Manson album. It's called Mechanical Animals." And we would say, "Wow, man, Mechanical Animals, look at that cover. That guy looks like a babe." I find it all a bit disturbing and alluring at the same time. So this store, DDT, by the way, here also is a seller of second-hand books, a really nice shop. But let me tell you more about the DDT shop as well. So the DDT shop, aside from the bygone CD shop, was another go-to place for youth culture, because they sold all the like heavy metal t-shirts and the cool pants and stuff. But they're all gone now, and we are at the Demirören arcade, which is another small and weird and forgotten arcade. Look at the sign. There are a lot of blank signs, so that means a lot of shops here are blank. And the predictable row of, wow, you wanna get some permanent makeup? Huh? You wanna have needles inserted into your eyebrows? I don't, but we're gonna see what this place looks like. So you can tell from the bronze staircase and the copious use of high quality pink marble that this place was a very rich and very elite and opulent place back in the day. But now it's falling apart. Here is another Taylor's. Taylor's really love these old arcades. I don't know if they sell Pepsi here, it's just an empty office. I don't know what commercial establishment was using that. Another shop for signs and a lot of empty places. Well, the shops are really boring, but I want to draw your attention once more to the groundwork. This was really expensive pink marble. I mean, it was like high street level stuff, inlaid with bronze bands. But now it's only home to this plastic butt of a mannequin, waiting for the pants that will never come. Drink it in. Do butts dream of electric pants? Do you dream of this small's past? How does that plant get sunlight? These are the many vexing and mystifying questions that plagued my mind as I climbed up the stairs into empty signs of nothingness. Click, clack, click, clack. I wanted to explore this place further. Look at the mailboxes, vintage, made out of tin, I believe. And still we go upstairs. I want to see Best Bride. I want to see blue tailors. Do they only sell blue clothes here? But oh my god, suddenly and without reason, I am confronted with this gallery of outsider art. Look at that houses, look at those plants. Where's your sense of, oh my god, these babies are gonna haunt me. Look at their faceless faces. This is a Selçukid warrior conquering Anatolia from those dastardly Byzantines. And oh my god, is that plant racist? Is this girl a demon? So many questions. A bad portrait of Marilyn Monroe. Again, a puzzle portrait of Turkey's founding father with this old vintage Coca-Cola ad. And time zones of the world. New York, London, Moscow, Hong Kong, Tokyo. It's a global establishment under the haunting gaze. Oh my god, look at her. Look at her lips, look at her eyes. Oh my god, it's... Well, maybe... I mean, this thing isn't gonna exist in 5 years' time. I'm really glad I documented it. And on we go. Maybe this is the blue tailor because I see a lot of blue clothes, but I think they're just a lot of trash clothes. By the way, in no means I am trying to insult these establishments. They're doing their best to survive. And in fact, I think if the sustainability initiatives that are really becoming popular these days, if they have their way, this is what the future is gonna look like for the entire planet. This is a sustainable world. Look at it. Everything is old, secondhand. Here's Blue Tailor. And there's me. Everything is old, secondhand, recycled. If the world just lived like this for 3 centuries instead of producing anything new, we would solve the environment's problems just like this, look at it. This eccentric collection of artwork and marble candle holders continues for some reason, and I'm a better individual just for having experienced that. That blue gaze of that weird outsider art portrait of the lady is gonna stay with me for a long time. But onwards to Uğurlu Arcade. The Uğurlu is a very small arcade. There's not much to see in there, so this is just gonna be like a throwaway thing. But anyways, down we go. This is next to an embassy, so there's a shop that does visa work. And we go down from the polygonally modeled concrete staircases into this. An empty visa shop and an empty antiques shop. The antiques are all cheap, the visas are all overpriced, and lovely glass bricks on that wall there. And another antique shop. And that's it really. This was all. There's this old, weird mural type of artwork made out of a ceramic plate, and on it there's a sign that says, "Please don't occupy unnecessarily and keep clean," as if any conscious person is gonna come down there voluntarily. Anyways, ladies and gents, this was a glimpse from this bizarre and beautiful corner of Ankara, the Turkish capital. It's gonna stay with me for a long time. Just for pointers, as I go back to Istanbul on the train, I'd like to make some things clear. Turkey isn't just a land of weird quirky shops or unusual arcade malls. Obviously there's much more to Turkey than that, and even the Turkish capital Ankara has some really beautiful places, so I didn't mean to stereotype the city in any way or form. But these things, as we all saw, needed to be recorded. They needed to be experienced. They needed to be lived. And I hope you had a good time living and experiencing them with me. This was my tour of the bizarre shopping arcades of Ankara's Tunalı Hilmi Street. Have a nice day everyone, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and please think about supporting me on Patreon. With your money, last month I was able to afford the train tickets that made this trip possible. So if you support me, I can take more such trips and more days off from work and come back to you with more such mystifying visual adventures. I hope you all had a good day, and I love you all. Goodbye.